Hey, yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy. It's episode 9. I'm back. Oh, man. Okay, let me just be real with everybody. I have not been motivated. I have not been passionate at all. Nothing's been stirring up my passion or anything. And honestly, I was in kind of a rut for really, I feel like maybe like the last 5-6 weeks. And I just been getting my ass kicked at work. And my line of work and my career right now is the busiest time for me. So really, I just been busting my ass at work, 10 to 13 hour days, most days. And then when I get off, I just come home and I just chill. I just try to unwind, relax. I get up and I go back to work. On my off days, I haven't been doing anything. I pretty much have just been relaxing on my off days. And the main thing is I haven't been motivated. I haven't felt passionate about anything to share my thoughts or anything with you guys. Until today, your boy Kanye has come through, dropped a new album, and let me tell you, I got some shit to say. I got some shit on my mind. And here's the thing. Number one, I've had a few conversations with people that I respect a lot and people that I hold to a really high regard. And before that, I was even wanting to make a video and just kind of talking about my relationship with Kanye's music and his art. And it just so happened that today, like I gotta be honest, like I didn't even know until yesterday that there was supposed to be an album coming. Like I had no idea. And I've been following Kanye long enough to know that when he say an album is coming, that don't really mean shit. Like, okay, great, album's coming. What that mean? But a couple weeks ago, I was gonna do just a video talking about my relationship with the art, my relationship with his music, and just kind of where I stand on it. Because I was still seeing a lot of people talk about how he was canceled and all this, that, and the other, and I'm just like, it don't make any sense to me. So I was gonna do that, and then I lost the motivation. I lost the drive to do it, and I was like, whatever. I'll figure out something to do later on. And then this album dropped today, and I see just in the zeitgeist, I just see all these things. Like, you know, some people are really loving it. Some people not so much. Some people don't like Kanye, so they're not going to give it a chance. Other people are diehard Kanye fans, so they're only going to listen to it, and they're going to think, they're going to think it's the best shit ever. And for me, I'm kind of in the middle. So let me back up. So what I was going to make the video about originally is just kind of how I felt about his music and his music's, I guess, effect, influence, and contribution to my life. A lot of his music came in some really important years for me. Like they were like the soundtrack to my whole college and a little bit after college experience. So a lot of that music was really hitting home with me and really resonating with me. You know, sonically it was amazing. Beats are amazing. His lyrical content was amazing. His metaphors, his punchlines, his delivery, the features that he had on these albums were really hitting home with me. So for me, that was a big part of who I was and who I kind of grew to be. I mean, you know, when you're in your like early 20s, kind of mid 20s, like you're still kind of figuring out who you are, whether you realize it or not. And that music was playing a big part into just my confidence and my bravado and my charisma and a lot of different things. So for me, when the whole Trump thing hit and he wearing the MAGA hat and he going to meet Trump and all of that, I definitely fell way back like, okay, Kanye's on some other shit, just like I'm sure plenty of other people said. And I even went through a time where I was like, you know what, I can't rock with Kanye right now. Like, I wouldn't say that I canceled him, but I definitely fell back. I fell back in my fandom and my support. I couldn't deny his music and what it meant to me, but I definitely fell back. I know that I definitely took his music off my phone and off my iTunes because I just felt like right then he didn't deserve my support because I just really wasn't rocking with that. And you know, a few, I guess, months went by and I found myself at work and I was humming a Kanye song, and I'm like, damn, like I miss some Kanye. Let me go back and listen to it, and I went back and I listened to The Life of Pablo again, and you know, just opening track, Chance jumps on. He absolutely killed it. Chance has never had a better verse than that opening track on The Life of Pablo before that. Like, I'm sorry, but his music to me now is trash. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't like it. But that's just my opinion. But I'm just like, all the nostalgia hit me. So then I'm like, I ended up listening to the whole entire Life of Pablo album. And then I went back and I listened to Late Registration. And I was like, damn, man, Kanye was the man. Like, he was really making some bomb shit. And then for me, I started thinking more like, yo, why am I not listening to the music? Or, has it been long enough or whatever? And one thought process hit me, and I don't know where it came from, and I don't know if I heard it somewhere or what, but one thing came to my mind, and it was like, in our lives, in our personal real lives, right, we have toxic relationships, we have people who've shitted on us, we have people who've done us wrong, like in actual real life, and a lot of us turn around and end up forgiving that person or having a relationship with that person. Some of y'all right now in this moment are in toxic relationships, right? But then at the end of the day, like, you still with that person for whatever reason, and that's your thing. Like, that's your prerogative. And for me, it was like, I don't necessarily have anything too toxic in my life. I try to live a pretty positive life and I get rid of any type of toxicity, but I don't really have anything or anyone in my life that has negatively affected me so bad, and that who I still stick around with. And so then it kind of hit me like, number one, I don't even know Kanye. I am a fan of a music celebrity, right? So then I had to like take away that type of shit. Like, I enjoy the music and how the music makes me feel and where the music takes me back to. So why would I ever hold a grudge or be upset or cancel or whatever for some long period of time because of something that he said? Now, also, some of the shit that got other people really upset didn't get me upset. Like, it just didn't. Like, I feel like as a fan, I always, and I could be 100% wrong and delusional, but I always felt like I kind of understood where Kanye would be coming from. So, for example, when he went on TMZ and was like, 400 years? Really? That sounds like a choice to me. So many people got so upset with that, and I got into a lot of debates and discussions about it. And for me, the way I took that message wasn't, you choose to be a slave and this is all your fault. The way I took that message was, this is a thought process, or you've been kept in these types of things for 400 years and you could do something about it, but you're not choosing to. And a lot of people got upset about that. Like, a lot did. And any conversation that I had was just straight up like, no, like slaves did have a choice. Like, they really did. Whether it was realistic or not, the choice was definitely there. And I would talk to a lot of people and I would ask them, like, how many millions, right, of slaves said, nah, fuck that, I'm not doing this, I'm out. And then they were captured and tortured and beat or killed or whatever was the repercussion for what they chose to do. But I know that there was a lot of people who said, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm going to find another way. I'm going to escape. I'd rather die. Like, so that's the choice. That's the way I took it, right? That's the way I interpreted his message. Again, it offended a lot of people. It didn't offend me. It didn't, right? Now, I can say that I don't know how I would react in that type of situation. I really don't, right? I know my personality. I know, at the core, some things that kind of set me off and that trigger me. But I mean, none of us know how we would react with something like that. A lot of us would like to think that we would choose the, fuck that, I'm not doing this, I'm out, I'd rather die option. But you never know, right? And nobody in today's world can say, I would have done this or I would have done that, right? So I get that and I understand that, but I think the thought process, or I would like to think, I don't know, I would like to think that the thought process behind that was, there is another option, even if it's unrealistic to you. There's another option, right? And then I just kind of took it as, after slavery, it was just the mindset, right? It's the mindset of that beaten down, like, slave mentality, where, a lot of us still now have it, a lot of us don't have it, and a lot of us were raised in a way, taught in a way to make sure that was broken and never even instilled in us. So for me, that's how I took that message. A lot of people didn't take it like that. A lot of people got super upset, and that's cool. Like, I get it. Like, you got upset about it. That's fine. I don't hold no grudges against anybody about it. Just for me personally, I didn't get upset because I felt like I understood what the message was. And I could be 100% wrong. Like, again, I don't know Kanye. Like, who knows? Who knows? He could have been the whole asshole route, but it didn't seem like that to me. So that's when I kind of realized, or like a little bit after that, oh no, then we get into the Trump thing. He goes to meet Trump. He's wearing a MAGA hat. That's when I'm like, all right, bro, like, I got to fall back. But even then, I still had a ton of discussions with people because I felt like, I don't think Kanye really knows a lot about politics. And I don't think he really knows a lot about how this guy is representing our country in a really, really bad way. I think Kanye was like, damn, look at Donald Trump. He doing and saying anything he wants to do. He does not give a damn. I like that. I want to be like that. I'm like that. That's me. And I like to think that's what Kanye was seeing in the support of Donald Trump. Like, when you watch that Charlemagne interview, he ain't know shit about his policies or anything that he was trying to do, or was oblivious to all the hurtful and harmful shit Donald Trump has said. Kanye liked Donald Trump's bravado. He likes his cockiness, right? Or he likes, I don't know where he's at on that. I don't know. I don't really care. But I think that's what was hitting what Kanye was. Look at this guy. He's not even a politician. He got elected. He's the president of the United States, and now he's doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. That's me. I want to be like that. I am like that. Maybe I could be president and do and say whatever the fuck I want to say. So when people got so upset, oh, you're supporting Donald Trump and blah, 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 it didn't hit me like that, because I was like, Kanye don't know what the hell he's talking about. Kanye sees this cocky dude who went out and got what he wanted. That's what he sees, and that's what he likes and appreciates and respects. That's just my opinion, though, right? But I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he probably don't really know the shit that Trump has said. Like, I feel like Kanye lives a very kind of like privileged, isolated life with as rich as he is and as famous as he is. So I would imagine he's not really in tune with all the hurtful and mean shit. But nevertheless, after that, that's when I was like, okay, all right, man, I got to fall back. I got to chill, because you're on some other shit and I can't rock with that. And it's too many other things that I could be supporting and getting behind besides that. So that's when I fell back, and it was for a minute until, like I said, that day I was humming a Kanye song, and I was like, damn, like, this shit really take me back. Like, I love this music. I love this music. So I mean, that's what I was gonna make the video about. And then, like I said, I kind of lost motivation because I was tired and just kind of in a rut and just kind of out of it. And then today he drops the album, Jesus is King, I think is the name of it. And I've listened to it now 3 times all the way through. And here's the thing. I'm not uber religious. I'm just not. I have faith. I believe that there's a God. I believe that there's something higher than me. I know that there's a God, but I don't get down with the religion thing, right? The religion thing is where I'm hung up on it, right? So I don't necessarily call myself a Christian or anything else like that. Like, that's a man-made construct, right? And I can't get down with that. I've had conversations with other friends that I respect a whole lot too about the Bible and these stories and these fables and all of that. And for me, it's not for me. I would rather have my own conversation with God. I don't feel like I need to go to church for that. I don't feel like I need to sing a certain song for that. I don't feel like I need to push it in your face. I don't feel like I need to Every time you see me on Facebook or on Instagram or anywhere, I'm talking about my love for God. I feel like that's not necessary. And if other people want to do that, completely fine. That's just not how I roll. I feel like my relationship with God is my relationship, and you have your relationship with whoever. Like that's the part that I kind of miss out on. So when I listen to this album, I listen to a couple clips from the Big Boy interview that I think is coming out later on today. It might actually be out already, but I'm just listening to it and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Kanye's into God, but he was kind of always into God. He always talked about God and his faith and religion and all that. Like there's so many different references to Jesus and God in all of his music. So this is nothing new. Even when he was doing his Sunday service, I seen no problem with that, right? People were upset. Oh, he's starting a cult. He's doing this. He's doing that. Okay. Here's the thing. If he wanted to start a cult and he had people who were willing to follow him, that's none of my business. All I want to know is the next album that come out, is it going to make me go like this? That's all I really want to know, because his cult has nothing to do with me. I'm not going to join his cult. Like, I'm not out there wearing all white in some crazy room. Now, some of the music that he was making was dope, but gospel music and Christianity and all of that is just not really, that doesn't resonate with me, because I can't get down with the whole religion thing. Like that's just not who I am. If that's you, that's great. More power to you. I have no problem with that. But I just believe that I need to do my thing. You need to do your thing. And my thing isn't necessarily for you. So therefore, I don't need to be putting it in your face. And that's how I feel about people, vice versa. Your thing might not be for me. So you don't need to be putting it in my face every 5 minutes. Like, not necessary. I'm getting off topic. You see that kind of strikes a nerve with me too. But so I listened to the album, and I mean, yeah, like it's not bad. I tell you what, the first 3 tracks hit hard. That first track, when the choir come in and it's like, boom, I had my headphones on when I listened to it. And actually, I only had one headphone in because I was walking around. And I'm like, this is Kanye. You got to have both headphones in because he always has different shit going on back and forth. I put the other earbud in, listen. I was like, oh, this is massive. That's the first word that popped in my mind when I heard about it. Like, this is massive. This is huge. The quality is there. Like, this sounds good. Listen to the whole first intro or introduction track. Went to the second track and was like, oh, this is it. This is it. Got to the third track, was loving that. And then the rest of them are okay. Like, they're not bad. They're not amazing. They're not late registration. They're not Yeezus or any of that, but it's not a bad album. I think for me, if I was way more into the church, maybe this would resonate with me more. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't resonate with me at all, because I would think, this is kind of suspect. I don't really trust this, but that's not my wheelhouse. And that's not something I'm super passionate about, is church. Right. And I just have never been super passionate about that. But I'm not mad at him for it.